Good Friday, Podunk users. Hi, I'm Dusty, and welcome to your weekly Save Point. On the show this week, we got your usual site updates. And in this week's Gamer Speak section, we're going to be talking about renting games, why it's good and why it's bad. And then in our casual speak, we're going to talk on a launch coming up for a Cosmic Commando. We're going to give you some more information on how the crazy wackiness that's going to be going on there. And this week, I do have a special treat for you because we're live and we record once. It's going to be fun. So let's get it underway with your site updates this week. Again, sorry, there's only two of us. There's me and there's Jake. Right now, I'm the only one who's able to work on anything because Jake does not have access to a laptop or any computers or any software. Kind of help if he had the laptop for him to have access to software. What is it about SavePoint that makes me itch my nose? Someone told me that I sit there and itch my nose way too much. Maybe the camera makes me itch. But as you maybe have already noticed since you've been watching, I have this nifty little headset on. We're trying to tackle that whole audio issue we had. I'm sometimes not loud enough, or you can't hear what we're saying. And plus, for launch, which we'll get into later, we bought some spanky new webcams. But you'll hear about that later. Oh crap! I said spanky again. I've really got to watch what I say on this thing. But that's your site update for the week. Again, there's really not that much to tell. Sorry. Come next week, there'll be a ton of new stuff on the site. And I promise, Jake will be here next week. You will see him. He is still alive. I didn't brutally murder him and leave him in a ditch somewhere. Just don't check anywhere north of Highway 70 in Grand Prairie, Wisconsin. Anyway, let's... Oh, great. You know, everyone thinks I killed my partner. Let's move on to this week's Gamer Speak. Gamer Speak this week, we're going to talk about renting games. First off, renting games, it's a cop-out. Honestly, it is. It pisses me off. Why would you rent a game? With sites, there's so many sites out there, and there's so many magazines out there telling the good games, bad games, what's good about them, what kind you might like. Just do some research, people. That's really what it comes down to. A lot of people are like, oh, I rent a game, and then if I like it, I'll go buy it. You won't. With stores like Blockbuster does now, with no late fees, with GameFly, there's no reason to go buy games anymore. When you can just rent them for $5 a month. Yeah, it's a good deal for us, but it's a shitty deal for developers. It really is, guys. I mean, we have here at Podunk, we have a list of 50 games that we want to go out and play, but we're not going to rent them because that's not fair to the developers who spent the 2 years making them. Now, seeing it from a developer standpoint, of people just doing the free thing, it's kind of sad. I mean, renting games, it's pathetic. If you're not willing to do the research to find out if you're going to like a game, and don't that bullshit. If I'm going to rent it first and then buy it later, that's bullshit. Because most games you can beat in a weekend. But if it's a good game, you're going to want to play it again. It just makes more sense to buy the game, spend the $60, keep that development studio who made a game you like, keep them in business so they keep making more games you like. It just makes too much sense. So, it doesn't make sense to rent games. I mean, from a development standpoint, it doesn't make sense. Why am I going to bust my ass? That's where I'm seeing the decline in quality of games. Why would a developer bust his ass to try to make a $60 quality game if most people are going to go and rent it for $5 the developer never sees? Now, hold on. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Yeah. Shit like GameFly, developers rarely see any money from that. They might see some for the copies of the game that GameFly buys, but let's say GameFly buys 1,000 copies. Say those 1,000 copies each get rented probably 10,000 times a piece. 10,000 times 1,000 is 100,000. That's 100,000 copies of that game the developer could have sold and made profit on. That's when we're seeing all these shutdowns of studios, because everyone's renting games. Yeah, I know the economy sucks. That's why you gotta be thrifty with your choice. Pick a game you're gonna like and buy it. So that's when we need to start buying. We can't keep hiding away and be like, oh, I just want the free option. I mean, yeah, we make our stuff for $5 and $3. That's because we can afford to do it. These big 100 plus development teams and plus 100 plus publishing teams can't afford to make stuff $5. There's just me and Jake here. We can afford to do this. We expand, we might need to. We're like I've said, we are never going to go higher than $5. But say we expanded to 20 people on staff. I don't think we could possibly do that by the time this recording comes out. But I'm just saying, buy games. Come on, do some research. Don't just, I'll try, I'll give it a test. Or, here, better yet, go find a friend who has the game, try it at his house, connect with your friends, and if you like it, buy it for yourself on your own console. I have about 3 or 4 games just on my PS3, and I only have 10 PS3 games where I played somewhere else, and I liked them, so I went and bought them for myself. I don't know. That's my rant on renting, because I absolutely hate it. Renting and pirating. That's just sad. Pirating's even worse. If you pirate a game, for those non-gamers, you're pirating a game. It's like pirating a movie. You're getting it for free. And pirating movies is bullshit too, but I don't really care about the movie industry. Why? Big difference between the movie industry and the gaming industry. Movie industry, they have their box office they can make money off of. Rents. Every time it's shown on TV. They have a bunch of different times they can make money off that movie. Same with music. They have CDs, concerts, live appearances. They have a ton of ways that they can make money off their music. Game developers, we have one. Let's sell the game. If we don't sell it, we don't get the profit for it, and we're not getting. And some developers don't get a chance to try a second one. Some developer just had to shut down after one game that didn't do so well, and it was a quality game. The name escapes me right now, but it was a quality new next-gen game, and it just, because everyone rented it and they didn't buy it. Right now, why did everyone go out and buy Modern Warfare 2? For the multiplayer. Well, with no late fees on GameFly, couldn't you just rent it and then keep it in? I don't know. Is it just that the other games don't have enough staying power? Like Uncharted 2. Everyone was hot on that game. Everyone loved that game. It was supposed to be so good. It was the perfect game of last year. It barely sold, I'm going to say probably 1 million units, whereas Modern Warfare 2 sold like 6 billion. I think they just sold 1 billion units. Is multiplayer that important? Is it that important to go get yelled at by random kids yelling racial slurs? Like nagger. Oh, you're so clever. You watch South Park. Good job. Well, I'm getting way down. I'm kind of pissed because I don't know why I picked that topic. It kind of makes me upset that we're gotten to that point where we're so stingy that we can't step away from watching clips of that old guy from American Idol singing Pants on the Ground. Go look up and research and see if the game's any good or if we're going to like it. But, that aside, that's been Gamer Speak. Wasn't as happy as it usually is. Maybe this will pep me up. Oh shit, I probably shouldn't have done that because now I'm probably going to infringe on some copyright shit. Again, recorded live. We only do save point once. We'd never do go back and back edits because we believe the best shit is usually captured live. I didn't get any soda on that one. Okay, now